I've found a faster route. Turn right to save 26 seconds.
At Domino's, we do everything so you get a hot, great-tasting pizza every time. Domino's, pizza over everything.
to our final 8 o'clock and final game of the opening day for the PACWEST Basketball Championship between the Langara Falcons and the OC Coyotes. Before we start, I'd like it if everybody could please rise and remove your hats if you can for the singing of O Canada. Thank you, everybody. Before we start the game, we have some All-Star and Rookie Team announcements from Langara College Falcons. First Team All-Star Royce Sargent. And from Okanagan College Coyotes, all Rookie Team number 8, Alex Sargent. And also from Okanagan College Coyotes, number 2, our second team All-Star, number 3, Jared Morales. Sorry, and another correction, addition, I might say, and sorry about that. For Langara College Falcons, second team All-Star, Moises Leah. Well deserved. All right, now for our starting lineups. For the Langara Falcons, number 1, Josh Pregame. Number 3, Royce Sargent. Number 6, Roman Solomon. Number 9, Willis again. And number 11, Jamar Diaz. Now for OC Coyotes. Number 2, Jared Morales. Number 6, Matt Meyer. Number 7, Brandon Porter. Number 8, Alex Whitaker. And number 35, Oscar Maria. And without further ado, let's play some hoops.
Welcome inside the 2024 PACWEST Men's Basketball Championships here in Kelowna. It's the men's quarterfinal between the number 3 seeded Langara Falcons taking on the 6 seeded Okanagan College Coyotes. They met 4 times during the regular season. They split the seasonal series 2 games apiece. It'll be a fun one here today. The winner moves on to a semifinal. The Falcons, the 3rd seed, so they're in their home white jerseys. The Okanagan College Coyotes, the 6th seed, even though they're in Kelowna, they're wearing the dark away jerseys. Manny Biden will start with the basketball. They'll hand it over here to Brandon Porter. This is Jerron Quarles. He'll have to have a big game if the Coyotes have any chance of upsetting the number 3 seeded Falcons. Saul working on Shevchuk, and Shevchuk will open up the ball game. Alex Shevchuk. Here's Royce Sargent. Many believe one of the best players in the PACWEST. He was a first-team All-Star. Terrific season. Langara Falcons with the basketball. Urgas. Jamar Urgas out of Toronto. 5th-year senior with 5 on the shot clock. He will drive and can't get that one to go. And Oscar Correa with the rebound. Hands it here to Biden. Manny Biden to Sevchik. Sevchik accustomed to coming off the bench, but he gets the start here in the postseason. And there was a brick up against the backboard, but Quarles were there. And then a nice drive by Biden. And the Coyotes jump out to a 4-0 lead. Here's Sargent. Sargent wants to drive. Sargent, a little floater, can't get it to go, but Sargent will head to the free throw line. Could have been a couple of Coyotes hit him. I think it was Correa on the foul. I didn't quite hear who got the foul. And Royce hits his first, and the Falcons are on the board. The foul was on Correa. Royce hits both. And he has his first 2 points of this playoff game, averaging 19.8 a game. Here's Biden. Manny Biden will hand it here to Shevchuk. His 3-pointer is no good. It's an air ball. And Royce Sargent right back the other way. Moise Athea can't get that one to go. It's Saul with a big rebound. And they give it back to Sargent to slow down. Well, I thought he was going to slow down. Gets into the paint. And he goes off the window and gets it to go. Royce Sargent. Just a terrific talent. Here's Porter. Sargent on him. Pokes it away. Porter will go back and collect it with 12 on the shot clock. Biden tries to drive. Bodies flying everywhere. Ball is now in the possession of Sargent. And one of the Falcons players lost his shoe. Kagende, Josh Kagende, lost his shoe. Puts it back on his foot, and I think we're ready to go again. 4-4 the score, 7:55, early stages of this quarterfinal. Sargent. Down the corner, Sargent gets into the paint. Tried to get it to Kagende. Let the Coyotes steal. Shevchuk to Biden. Biden at the top. Spin move back to Sevchuk. He will drive and he'll lay it off the window and in. 4 points for Shevchuk. Kagende will hand it here to Urgas, pardon me. Athaya. Now to Sargent. Sargent trying to drive. He does off the window and gets it to spin in. Sargent, all 6 points for the Falcons early on. Here's Biden now. Biden wants to go to the hoop. He does. Athea battling for it. And Kagende comes down with it. Kagende will just give it here to Sargent. Sargent step back three. Good! Royce Sargent, big smile on his face. He's done all the scoring for the Falcons, 9-6. It's Sargent 9, and the Coyotes 6. As Biden tried to bounce and dribble the ball over top of Kagende, which you can't do. It's a carry, and we have our first substitution as Kai Batten has come in for the Coyotes. As Porter will go have a seat. Kagende will give it to Sargent. Sargent wants to go right at the substitute that has come in. And nice job defensively by Batten. Comes down with the rebound, gives it to Sevchuk. Sevchek gets into the paint and gets it to go. So he's got 6, Sargent's got 9, and it's 9-8 in favor of Langara. There's Urgaz. Urgaz wants to drive. He gets into the paint, throws up a wild shot. Saul ends up with it, and Urgaz picks it back up. Wants to step back. This one tapped over to Kagende. Now Sargent. Sargent 5 on the shot clock. Step back, 3, in and out. Boy, he wanted that one. So did his teammates. 9-8, Falcons with the lead, and Batten slips and falls. Kagende right back the other way, and he'll lay it in. Kagende, the only other Falcon now to score. It's 11-8 Langara. Biden almost loses the handle. Shevchuk left alone. His three-pointer is no good off the back iron, and Batten with a really big rebound. Batten kicks it back out to Quarles. Quarles, a left-handed jumper, is good. Quarles is their big scorer. He averaged 16 points during the regular season out of Fort Worth, Texas. Gets his first bucket of the postseason. We're tied at 11. Here's Athaya, second-team All-Star for the 4th consecutive year. His shot is no good, and it's an offensive foul. And Corey is not feeling overly happy about that. He goes down and sits down for a minute. I think Corey got hit in the lower body, if you know what I mean. He is not feeling good right now. The trainer will come out. And he pops up and he says, no, I'm good. I'm good. Winded a little, I'm sure, as it looks like he will depart anyhow, and Porter will come back in. They need that big body of Oscar Corey back in there, the rookie out of Edmonton. It's a very young Coyotes team. Only one player, two players in their 3rd year, and that's Quarles and Porter. Everyone else is a 1st or 2nd year player. Here's Quarles. Nice spin move. Leaps high in the air and gets it to go. Quarles has now 5 points, and the Coyotes have their first lead. 13-11. Kagende. Step back, now Athea. His 3 is no good off the back iron, and Batten with the rebound. Porter. Cross court, Sevchuk. Sevchuk steps inside the 3-point line, misses that shot. It bounces around. Biden tries to save it, and it's tapped to Kagende. Kagende in the corner. Athaya try another 3, and no good. And Batten back the other way after Shevchuk with the rebound. Thought about a 3. It would have been a long distance 3 for Batten. Ball bounced around. Saul will tap it out. Rohan Saul, 2nd-year player out of Surrey. And Corey, will come back in after getting a breath. Biden will go have a seat. A couple of Falcons will enter. Saul and Athaya will sit down. Caden Brown checks in for the first time, as does Navid Abdullahi out of Coquitlam. Abdullahi is asked to disrupt the inbound pass. They do just get it into Quarles. Corey, 7 on the shot clock. His turnaround jumper will roll in. He has his first bucket, averaging just 5 points a game. Here's Sarge. Sargent gets into the paint, kicks it out. They work it around to Urgaz. His 3-pointer, no good. Sargent with a rebound. And that's stolen by Batten. Batten to Corey. His lay-in is good. And the Falcons want to talk things over. The Coyotes jumping in to a 17-11 lead. Good pace to this one so far. After Sargent exploded for the first 9 points, the Falcons have cooled off. Kagende was the only other Falcon to get a bucket, but the Coyotes, are doing it a little bit more by committee. Quarles has 5, Sevchuk has 6, Biden with a bucket, and Corey has 4 points. The winner of this game will play the VIU Mariners tomorrow night, same time. Looking at the regular season stats, the Falcons, the 3rd seed, 13-11 during the campaign. They beat the Mariners twice in their last weekend of the regular season to go above 500 and to capture the 3rd seed. The Coyotes finished 7-17, just squeaked into the playoffs. They beat the Douglas Royals last weekend 2 straight to get to this quarterfinal. The Falcons scoring over 84 points a game, but coughing up 83 points. The Coyotes score 73 points a game, and they give up about 82. Fairly even on the field goal percentage. The Falcons shooting 40%, the Coyotes 41%. The Falcons will bring the ball up, trailing by 6. Here's Sargent. Sargent is being harassed by a couple of players. Ball is on the floor, and it'll be Batten again with another steal. Batten, a long-range 3, and he got it! Kai Batten from way downtown. Gende will kick it over to Sargent in the corner. Sargent, get it here to Urgaz. 5th-year player out of Toronto. Being harassed by Batten, and Batten will get with the reach hit. Manny Biden will check back in for the Coyotes. We have a couple Falcon subs as Caden Carrion will come in, as will Owen Jones. Head coach Cass Kanawire going to his bench early and often here in this one. Coyotes in front 20-11, and Carrion misses that 3-point attempt. And Quarles coming back the other way. Quarles gets into the paint from the elbow. His jumper no good, and Carrion will grab the rebound. Gende, his 3 is good! Gende gives the Falcons their 14 points, so it's 20-14 Coyotes. This is Porter. Porter to Biden. I go back to Batten if I am the Coyotes. They're gonna try Quarles. He goes off the window. Nice play by the Texan. 7 points for Quarles. Coyotes playing man-to-man. That's Jones. His 3-pointer no good. And Corey skies in for the rebound. Coyotes move the ball up quickly. Biden on the baseline. Runs out of real estate. This is Porter from downtown. Porter from 3. The Coyotes heating up here from downtown. Carrion left alone. Can't get that one to go. And Manny Biden skying for the rebound. Loose ball, and I think Owen Jones may have got Batten. A couple of substitutes coming in. On number 5 for the Falcons, who I don't have on my roster, so that's a bit of an issue. And Sevchek, pardon me, will come in. And I'll try to find out who number 5 is. Number 5 is Addison Button. Here's Sevchek. His jumper is no good. And they get it to Carrion. Up to Button. Down low. Abdullahi working on Corey. His turnaround jumper no good. Good offensive rebound there by Brown. Carrion. Over to Button. Down low. Now Jones from the corner for 3. Air ball. 25-14, Coyotes with the lead. 44 seconds to go, opening quarter. Send it over here to Batten. Batten, a long 3. Misses that one, front rim. What kind of range does Batten have? Here's Carrion. A couple of nifty moves. Abodali. There's a nice spin move, but loses the handle. And Corey picks up the loose ball. Back the other way, and Button intercepts that pass as Batten wasn't looking for it. The pass to Carrion, pardon me, misses. End-to-end action. A little too fast, though, for their feet sometimes. Batten, 3 on the clock. His jumper on the baseline rims out. And this fast-paced first quarter ends and a Coyote advantage, 25-14. We'll be back with the second quarter. You're watching the 2024 Men's PACWEST Basketball Championship.
PACWEST Basketball Championship swag in the front door by the ticket booth. Don't forget we have a concession stand outside and also a silent auction going on. Raffle items are $2 a tickets and all proceeds go to the OC Coyotes basketball program.
To the second quarter we go of this men's quarterfinal. In that first quarter, the Coyotes shot the lights out, 55%, were 37% from downtown. The Falcons 26%, and they were 2 of 11 from downtown. Only 2 scores for the Falcons. Sargent had 9. Hagande had 5. For the Coyotes, Quarles led everybody with 7. Sevchuk had 6. Corey had 4. Back to action now. This is Carry On, gets it to Abu Dhabi. Now Button out of Burnaby. Button wants to drive and throws that ball away. Saved by Quarles. Quarles ends up in the lap of one of the fans here. The shot by Abadali misses, and it's a shot clock violation. Interesting that the shot clock didn't restart as the ball was tipped by Quarles into the backcourt. Didn't reset the shot clock. And the Falcons had to hurry and miss that shot. A new Coyote has come into the ball game, AJ Roquinho, out of the Philippines. He has the ball now with those pink shoes, and he's topped away by Carry On. And Carry On looked like he had a pretty good steal there. Athaya wants to come back in, and he will. Abadali, he will go sit down. Still 18 on the shot clock for the Coyotes, who lead 25-14 with 9:28 to go in this first half. Button will pick him up. Biden looking for somebody. Gets it to Roquinho. Biden gets it back with Button on him. Biden into the paint, took a body, and he'll go to the free throw line. Button with the foul. And Biden with his 2 points will go to the free throw line. First time the Coyotes hit the free throw line. Members of the Okanagan Coyotes baseball team are in attendance. They're underneath the Falcons hoop, right by the Falcons bench, letting them know when they do something incorrectly. Biden's second free throw, no good. So 1 out of 2 from the line for Biden, and the Coyotes lead 26-14. Carry On will bring the ball up. Some light pressure by the Coyotes. Sevchuk is going to pick him up. They find Athaya streaking to the hoop, and he'll lay it in. Athaya with his first points of the playoffs. Roquinho will get to Quarles with Athaya on him. This will be a good matchup. Quarles' jumper is good. Quarles with 9 in the ball game. Here's Jones. They get it to Carry On. Over to Athaya. Athaya in the corner from downtown, and he hits. So Athaya with the Falcons' last 5 points, and it's 28-19 OC. Biden wants to drive on Button. Kicks it back out, Shevchik. Back to Biden, 10 on the shot clock. Biden trying to generate some space. His fadeaway no good. jumped around, and Corey an offensive rebound. And Carry On gets it, but a foul called on Brown. Pardon me, it's on Button. That's his second. And the Coyotes want to call a timeout, and they do. Coyotes lead 28-19. Athaya is starting to heat up. The last 5 points from him. The men Coyotes team watching their women counterparts, the 6th seed, upset the CBC Bearcats earlier today in overtime. So they are off to face the Blues tomorrow at 12:30. The semifinal schedule is starting to take shape. The Coyotes, on the women's side, the Coyotes will face the Blues at 12:30. Then the Camosun Chargers will play, actually the Chargers play the winner of this game. Let me just double check that. Yeah, the Chargers will play the winner of this game tomorrow at 3 o'clock. So not VIU. Capilano, the 5th seed, who upset the 4th-seeded Bearcats on the men's side of the bracket, they will play VIU tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Tomorrow at 5:30, the Ladies Mariners will take on the Douglas Royals in a 1-4 matchup. All right, coming into the timeout now. The score is OC 28 and LC 19. Shevchuk misses that 3. A nice rebound by Button, but he couldn't quite hold on as he came back down to the ground. Corey has it down low, working on Brown. Corey to the hoop, couldn't get it to go, but Brown is going to get hit with a foul. Pretty good defense by Brown. With the push, and Corey going back to the free throw line. I shouldn't say go back to the free throw line. It's the first time he's on the free throw line. As a team, the Coyotes shoot just under 70% from the free throw line. His first one, in and out. They're now 1 out of 3 so far. Batten wants to check in for OC. Corey's second free throw is good. And Batten with his mullet will check in. Batten's 5'11", out of Australia. The Aussie. They give it here to Button. Button throws it away. Oh, went off a Coyote. Must have went out of Shevchuk. And Sargent wants to check back in. So does Kagende. Button will have a seat. Carry On will have a seat. Not a bad time to sub them back in with the offensive side. They get a Sargent. Sargent working on Corey. Sargent in the lane, and he will go to the free throw line. Sargent 2 for 2 from the line so far. He's got 9 points to lead all scorers. His first free throw is good. It's funny to watch Sargent take a jumper. He doesn't look like he cares. I'll just throw it up. Misses that one. Tapped away, still loose. Biden will come up with it. Sargent almost came in behind for a steal. Biden with Sargent on him. Biden backing in Sargent, backing into the paint. And a spin around jumper is good for Biden as he goes off the glass. He has now 5 points. Manny Biden. That's Sargent right to the window and gets it to go. Looking for some harm, but didn't get it. Now Sargent on the ground, I didn't see what happened. I think some screen got him. Biden misses that. Sargent looks a little banged up as Kende gives it to Sargent. Sargent thought about a 3, going over to Athaya. Athaya from the elbow, no good. And Batten has it, he's coming back. Let's keep our eye on Sargent walking a little bit gingerly. We'll see if the Falcons take him out or not. Quarles down in the corner. Quarles with Athaya on him. Quarles will just hand it here to Corey, but tapped away by Jones. Good steal defensively. Sargent comes back the other way. Sargent stutter step on Batten, gets him to bite, and then throws the pass. It's too hot to handle for Caden Brown. Now some substitutions coming in for the Falcons. as Ergaz comes in, as does Saul. Brown and Jones will sit down. Porter will check in for the Coyotes, and Sibchek will depart. 31-22, Coyotes with the lead. 6:30 to go, second quarter. Batten, his runner is in and out, tapped by Corey, can't get it to go, and Athaya will clear the boards. Sargent goes around his back, then tried to go through the legs of Quarles, loses the handle, and Corey will pick it up on the turnover. I did think he was going to try to go through the wickets. Quarles, an off-balance shot, not a very good one. Cleared by Saul, and here comes Kende. His jumper, the lefty, good. 7 points now for Kagende. Here's Quarles on the left wing. Ergaz on him. Now a steal. Kende all the way to the hoop, but can't get it to go. The follow is there by Saul. Saul, his first points of the postseason. And now the score is 31-26, Coyotes. Batten can't find Porter, and then almost threw it away. Nice play by Biden. And an even better attempt at the basket, but that one rims out. Sargent trying to run the other way. Sargent for three, no good. And Athaya is going to get hit with the foul as he came skying in, and he tapped Corey. And the Coyotes now in the bonus. Shipchak will come in. And Corey, who is 1 out of 2 from the free throw line, will go back to the line here. 5:13 to go, 31-26 Coyotes. Free throw is off the back rim. Corey, who didn't play basketball until 2018. He's matured into a pretty darn good player here in 2024. And Corey's second free throw, in and out. Athaya will clear the boards. Right back up to Sargent. Sargent working on Porter. Kicks it back out to Kange. To Sargent. Corner three, no good. Athaya skying in, but it's Corey with the rebound. Up to Porter. Now Batten. Batten to Sibchek. His baseline jumper is no good. Corey had it, lost it, and then Kagende just threw it off the leg of Corey out of bounds. It's a pretty smart play by Josh. Second-year player out of Vancouver. Here he comes up the court. Working on Biden, going right to the hoop. Almost ends up in the lap of one of the baseball players on the baseline. Biden with the foul. And Kagende will go to the free throw line. First free throw is good. 31-27. Coyotes with the lead. His second free throw is good as well. So 31-28. Falcons trying to claw their way back into this one. Shevchuk. Shevchuk wants to get to the hole. Kenge, good job breaking down to try to steal it. He slips, and Batten gets by him. Right back down the floor. Saul with an easy lay-in. Great job by Kagende. Seeing Saul streaking to the hoop, hit him with a perfect pass, and it's 31-30 Coyotes. Ball on the ground. Batten. And it's a jump ball, and the Coyotes will keep it. Quarles will come back in for the Coyotes. And Batten will go have a seat. (31-30) with 4:10 remaining. Coyotes with the lead. Quarles with the basketball. Quarles down low. Porter along the baseline, kicks it back out to Biden. Biden with 4 in the shot clock, gets into the paint and lays it in. Biden 5 in the quarter. Right back the other way. Sargent runs out of real estate and throws the ball away. Biden right to the hoop. Biden can't get the easy one to go. And Ergaz clears the board. 33-30 Coyotes. Athaya trying to tie it. He does. Moise Athaya, his second three of the quarter. Now 8 points in the ball game, and it's tied at 33. 3:36 remaining. Coyotes call a timeout. And the baseball team, who are wearing their baseball jerseys, trying to get in the head of the Falcons. These two teams have never met in the postseason. Last year, the Falcons earned a bronze. The Coyotes were eliminated in the first game that they played last year in the quarterfinals. Against the Falcons, the Coyotes shooting 46.5% from the field in the seasonal series and 28% from downtown. Falcons, 43% from the field and 28% from downtown again in the seasonal series. The Falcons were just in this building where the teams split. They also split in the seasonal series, 2 wins apiece. Falcons come back out on the floor. Ergaz, Athaya, Kagende, and Saul and Sargent. The Coyotes, Sebchik, Biden, Porter, Quarles, and Corey. Falcons showing some pressure now with a tie ball game. Here's Biden. Biden will get it across the line. Kagende on him. He'll pick it up, gets it over to Quarles. Quarles down low, backing in his man. That one tapped around. Corey with an offensive board, blocked by Saul. And it will be out of bounds against the Coyotes. Good defense by the Falcons. Quarles saying it was hit, referee said no. And Kagende will bring the ball up in a tie ball game. 33-30, 33-33. Kagende from downtown, can't get it to go. Saul will tap it out and out of bounds. Substitution as the Aussie Batten will come back in. Corey will go have a seat. So the Coyotes going a bit smaller with the guard Batten at 5'11" on the floor with the 6'5" Corey sitting down. Picks up the ball, nice pass by Sargent. And Kagende will knock it in. Great defense by Kagende. First to force the turnover, then Sargent. Great job not taking the ball, landing, and then passing. All in one motion as they kick it outside. Shevchuk. 35-33, Falcons with the lead. Biden. And this one going to be called on Saul on a reach-in. And it'll be 2 shots for Biden. Caden Brown will check back in, the rookie out of Vancouver. And Athaya will have a seat. Biden to the line where he's 1 out of 2. Now 1 out of 3. Biden's second free throw, no good either. And Saul skies for the rebound. Score remains 35-33. Sargent back the other way. Here's Saul, has it tapped away by Serchik. Nice play by Sebchuk, pardon me. Porter from downtown, he got it! Porter from downtown. He has 6 now in the ball game. And the Coyotes retake the lead, 36-35. Kagende will just hand it here to Ergaz. Get it to Sargent in the corner. Sargent picks up his dribble. Kagende. He wants to dribble, gets to the free throw line. His jumper is no good. And Batten skies for the rebound. Batten wants to run, then puts the brakes on. Quarles in low for a cutting serve check. Loses the handle. Good defense by Saul. And it's off a Falcon out of bounds. And the Falcons want to call a timeout to talk things over with $1:48 to go. 36-35. The Coyotes with the lead. So far, so good for both teams. Fairly even. Falcons shooting 39%. The Coyotes shooting 36%. No, pardon me, 41% from the field. Coyotes 4 of 11 from downtown. Falcons 4 of 17. Turnovers are even, 9 apiece. The blocks, 1 block for the Coyotes, nothing for the Falcons. Defenses are playing well, 8 steals for the Falcons, 7 for the Coyotes. Coyotes are in the bonus. They'll be shooting the rest of the way with a $1:48 remaining until halftime of this 3-6 matchup at the men's PACWEST Basketball Championships. My name is Ryan Waters. Thanks so much for joining us here on this Saturday night, or pardon me, Thursday night. It feels like a Saturday, sort of, but it's Thursday. On this leap day, if you're leaping, happy birthday to you. Once every 4 years you get to celebrate. Out of timeout, Shivchak, his jumper is good. Now 8 for Alex, and it's 38-35 Coyotes. 1:30 to go. Burgess gets into the paint, cross court. Here's Jones from downtown, got it! Owen Jones knocks it down, his first points of the playoffs, and it's tied at 38 again. Biden wants to drive, Biden to the hoop. Body contact, no call, the right call as well. Batten thought about a long 3, and then wants to drive, gets into the paint. His jumper is good. Batten's got 5, right back the other way come the Falcons. 40-38 Coyotes. Ergaz gets to the baseline. Jones again from downtown, he got it! Back-to-back 3s by Owen Jones. He's got 6, and the Falcons retake the lead 41-40. Shivchak wants a clear out, then gets it to Biden. With Brown on him. Biden tapped away by Jones. Quarles has it, 7 on the shot clock. That one tapped away, gets it back. He gets in the air, sends it to Porter. Porter with the left-handed lay-in. It wasn't super pretty, but it worked. 42-41 Coyotes. Get her over here to Ergaz. 15 seconds on the clock. Ergaz wants to drive. Batten falls down, and there'll be foul called on Batten. Coach Genie wants an explanation. Not going to get one from the official as he runs away. 42-41 Coyotes. Falcons have 12 seconds to work with here before halftime. Holding for 1 shot, I would imagine. They give it to Sargent with 10 on the clock. Batten all over him. Sargent gets into the paint, spin move, wide open jumper, gets it to go. Nice play by Sargent. Batten at the buzzer, no. Too high off the backboard. And here at halftime, the Falcons have a 43-42 lead. It's going to come right down to the wire too. Once again, love the PACWEST postseason. Every game coming right down to the wire. Here at half, Falcons lead 43-42. You're watching the 2024 Men's PACWEST Basketball Championships live in Kelowna.
I've found a faster route.
Welcome back inside this gymnasium here at Kelowna Christian School as we open up the second half of this men's semifinal at the 2024 PACWEST Basketball Championships. The Falcons, the 3rd seed, lead the 6th seed Coyotes by the score of 43-42 in front of a really great crowd here. The Coyotes start on the defensive end in their black uniforms. This is Moise Athaya. Roy Sargent from downtown misses his first shot. Athaya with an offensive rebound, but he's blocked there by Corey. Back the other way, Brendan Porter. Here's Shevchuk. Shevchuk will step back, long 2, got it. Shevchuk, who had 8 in the first half, opens up here. In the first half, the Coyotes shot 43%. The Coyotes, shot 46%. It was 42% by the Falcons. Game is so fast, it's hard to look down and look up again. Quarles from downtown misses that one, and Eggers pick up the rebound. Right back to Athaya, down in the corner. Saul from 3, got it! Saul from downtown. 7 now in the contest. At halftime is Sargent and Letty all scores with 14. Saul with a steal here. Saul will go right to the rack and knock it in. 5 points for Saul to open up, and it's 48-44 Falcons. Biden, as he had his pocket pick moments ago. Kagenge on him. Kagende. Now Corey. It's still in there by Eggers. Eggers with Athaya with him. Fakes the pass, goes off the window and in. That's Eggers. Erga's first bucket of the postseason. Now it's 50-44. Biden. Kagende. Playing him with the body. Good defense there. Now Shevchuk. There's Saul on him. Shevchuk. Back jump, a step back jumper, didn't get it to go. And Sargent would clear the board, here he comes. Sargent doesn't have numbers, but that's really never stopped him before. Left-handed lay-in, 16 points, and the Coyotes say, okay, hang on. We want to talk things over. Falcons jump out to a 52-44 lead here in the 3rd quarter. Sargent now with 16. Saul with 9 suddenly after getting 5 points quickly in this 3rd quarter. Ergaz got his first bucket. There's some first half stats also to pass along in the 3-point department. The Falcons 7 of 22 for 31%. The Coyotes 4 of 12 for 33%. Turnovers 9 by the Falcons, 11 by the Coyotes. 10 steals for Langara, 7 for OC. Shevchuk leads his team with 10 points. Quarles has 9 and Porter has 8. On the other side, as I mentioned, Sargent has 16 points. He also has 5 rebounds and no assists, which is I'm a little surprised at. He's had a couple dandy-looking passes, but his teammates just haven't been able to finish. So the winner moves on to face the Camosun Chargers tomorrow at 3 o'clock. So it'll be a quick turnaround for one of these teams. The other team gets an extended turnaround because they won't play till next season. Here's the Aussie batting. And now a whistle away from the play. I'm not sure what the call was, but head coach Dino Gini was yelling at Brandon Porter, saying, get the heck out of there. I don't know where Porter was. Anyway, we are going to continue to play now. Corey has the inbound pass as the Falcons lead 52-44. This is Biden, cross-court Porter. Porter to Batten. Batten with Sargent on him. Long 3, Batten doesn't get it to go. Sargent has the 6th rebound of the game. Loses the handle, goes and picks it up, loses it again, and now he's trapped in the corner. Sargent out to Athaya. Swing it to Ergaz. Ergaz driving on Quarles. It's tapped away, and Corey comes up with the loose ball, and Sargent with a reach in. First foul charged to Sargent. First team foul. And Batten back the other way now. Batten. Now to Biden. Ergaz watches him. Biden trying to get inside, puts the brakes on, wide open Corey. And he'll knock it in for his 7th point. How did he get that wide open? Pregame. Cross court now. This is Urgaz, 12 on the shot clock. Urgaz behind the back, no. An offensive foul as he poked Porter in the face. Porter might have to come out of this one. Might have got him in the eyeball. Well, Porter's going to stay in. Batten will sit down. Sevchuk will check in. Looking at Porter, seems to be okay. How many fingers are we holding up, Porter? Biden. Nice crossover there by Manny Biden. Goes inside. This is Quarles. Quarles gets inside and lays it in. Quarles now with 11. And it's 52-48 Falcons. Sargent, get it to Athaya. Athaya from downtown, nope. And Quarles will grab the rebound. Athaya hasn't really been on in this game. Good defense there, though. Kagende, nice rebound. Kicks it out to Sargent. Sargent has Quarles fly by. Inside to Athaya, but couldn't handle the hot pass. The fastball by Sargent. Athaya 8 points, all of them in the 2nd quarter. Batten will check back in as Shipchak will sit down. Now here comes Batten. Batten gets a step in the corner. Brandon Porter sets up shop, and he gets a 3. Porter from downtown. 11 for Porter. Kagende right to the hoop and lays it in. 13 now. And now a steal by Saul, and he'll knock it in. Heads up play by Saul. There's a Quarles bucket. Sargent kicks it back to Athaya. Athaya from downtown. Can't get that one to drop. And Corey will clear the rebound. Athaya just hasn't found his stroke. He has 8 points, but all in the 2nd quarter. Just hasn't really hit his shot. 56-53, Falcons with the lead. Quarles, he got it. Quarles has knocked down the last 5, and it's 56-55, Falcons. Nice little run here by the Coyotes. Sargent will get it. They swing it to Urgaz. In the corner, his 3, no good, back iron. And Biden will collect the rebound. Biden better be careful as Kagende was in on him. There's Quarles. Quarles with a nice play. Using all of his body, that lengthy reach that he has at 6'6" to squeak through the defense and lay it in. Sargent getting the hoop, loses the handle. Batten, back to Porter. Porter is going to be rejected by Kunde, and he hits the ground hard. We hope he's okay. There was a timeout taken by the Falcons, who trail 57-56. Kagende looked at Coach Kennemeyer and said, yeah, I'm going to get up, but I need a sub, as he hits the ground hard. 57-56, so a little run by the Falcons to open up the 3rd quarter, and then the Coyotes have come right back with a run of their own, led by their leader, Jerron Quarles. 9 points in the quarter. He now is 18 in the ball game to lead all scorers. I like Quarles being able to use his reach, his lengthy reach that he has, that wingspan. Able to get some buckets for this Coyote club. Quarles averaged 20 points against the Falcons in the seasonal series. A guy that likes to have peanut butter and jam sandwiches with a banana pre-game routine. I feel like that would sit in your stomach. Any kind of bread and peanut butter is sitting there in your stomach. No, it doesn't seem to hurt him much. As both teams come back on the floor. 57-56 Coyotes. It will be Coyote basketball. Biden will try to inbound it. 19 on the shot clock, plenty of time for the Coyotes. This one knocked away by Brown. Quarles, a turnaround jumper, nothing but net, and he's feeling it as he hits his fist to his chest. This is Carry-On, who's just come back in, along with Brown. Carry-On working on Quarles. Bit of a mismatch here. Sargent has it. Sargent thought about taking a long three. Sargent steps back. Three-point shot, no good. Carry-On will collect it. Back to Jones. Jones from downtown, no back rim. And Quarles will sky for the rebound. Simchuk hits the three, no. I was going to say, if he hits the three, this place will come unglued. 59-56 Coyotes, 3:42 remaining third quarter. Thaya will sit down, and Abdullahi will come back in for the Falcons. Biden will have a seat. I think Simchuk just came back in. Might have been Corey. Here's Sargent. 15 on the shot clock for Sargent. Steps back, three-point attempt, good! Roy Sargent from downtown. 59-59. Here's Batten with Carry-On on him. Batten made a nice move. Batten from way downtown, he got it! The Australian from downtown. 8 points for him. He's got some kind of range. Sargent trying to answer. No. At the bottom of the mesh. And this very pro Coyote crowd will let him know. 62-59. Coyotes with the lead. Manny Biden's going to check back in as Corey will have a seat. Here's Biden back the other way now. 62-59 Coyotes with the advantage in their dark black uniforms. Simchuk. Simchuk will get to the hoop. High off the glass, can't get it to go. Sargent back the other way. Batten all over him, and a blocking foul against Porter. It's either going to be Batten or Porter on that, as they were all over Sargent. Sargent says he was shooting. Referees say no. And a foul on Porter, the first team foul for the Coyotes in this quarter with 2:40 to go. Porter, that's just his first. Sargent sends it to Brown. Sargent gets it back. Three-point attempt, no good in the corner. Abdullahi, though, with an offensive rebound, but throws it to Jones, who he had to save it. Carry-On. Get this to Sargent. Sargent inside. He's rejected there. Simchuk and Quarles got a hand on it. Sargent had a lane to deliver a pass to, I believe, Brown under the hoop, but elected to drive and had it knocked away. 6 on the shot clock. Jones dribbles inside, gets the jumper to go. Jones now 8. Light pressure by Sargent as Batten brings the ball up. 62-61 Coyotes. Batten brings it to the right wing. 2:06 remaining in the ball game. Pardon me, in the third quarter. Quarles. Quarles has it stolen by Brown. Good defensive work there by the Falcons underneath. Carry-On wants to run. Doesn't really have numbers, so kicks it out. Sargent thought about a long through. Nice spin move into the paint. Sargent can't get it to roll in. Abdullahi working hard for an offensive board. It goes off him, and Batten has it. Batten puts on the brakes, cross court. That one's stolen by Jones. Jones, good idea to put the brakes on. Carry-On. Carry-On. Abdullahi in the corner. Open look three, in and out. And Simchuk will collect it here after the rebound by Batten. Carry-On trying to tap the ball away from Simchuk. They get it to Porter in the corner. Long distance three. Almost at the side of the backboard. Now Carry-On will collect it. Carry-On loses the handle. Has it now. Carry-On. Stolen by Porter. Great defense by Porter. Batten back the other way. His jumper no good. He's too close. But an offensive rebound by Quarles. Massive quarter for Quarles. 64-61 Coyotes. Sargent, open look. 3, he got it. Nothing but net for Sargent. You can't leave him that open with that much time. He'll bury it every time, and he ties the game at 64. Sargent trying to steal it from Batten. It's on the ground. Coming in is Abdullahi, but Batten somehow gets it back. I don't know how Batten has that basketball. He gets it back on the pass, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Biden, 7 now. Biden trying to drive on Brown, he does. His pull-up jumper, no good. And the throw off Abdullahi. Shevchuk just threw a fastball off his knees. Substitution coming in. The officials are talking things over. 64-64, 14.8 seconds to go on the game clock. Officials talking things over. They're going to put 1 second on the shot clock. So the Coyotes have one shot. Corey back in the ball game. So is Kagende. So 1 second on the shot clock, 14.8 on the game clock. Batten gets it to Biden, who's wide open in the corner and hits a 3 right at the buzzer. Kagende with 6 on the clock. Gets inside the hoop. His shot no good. Somebody grabbed the rim. Carry on at the buzzer, misses. And after 3 quarters of play, it's the Coyotes, the 6 seed, on top of the 3 seed, 67-64. Back with the 4th quarter, you're watching the 2024 PACWEST Basketball Championship. As the teams come out here in the 4th quarter, with the Coyotes in front 67-64. The Coyotes are shooting 48% from the field. Falcons 42% from downtown. The Coyotes 38%. And the Falcons 27%. Looking at the leading scorers, Sargent has 22 to lead all scorers. Quarles for the Coyotes has 21 after a massive 13-point 3rd quarter. Coyotes start with the basketball. Sitchak, his shot, no good. An offensive rebound by Biden. Good work by him as they kick it to Shivchak. He gets it inside as Shivchak ends up in a sign at the baseline. And a call against Langara. First team foul. Not sure who got it. It might have been Kagende. There's Quarles. He's had the hot hand. Abdullahi on him. His shot is good. Quarles picking up here in the 4th quarter, right where he left off in the 3rd quarter. 69-64. Jones from downtown, no good front rim, and Batten will chase this one down. Batten with Button on him. It's a Batten-Button matchup. Batten this time misses that. A little short, gets his own rebound. Quarles from downtown, he got it! Quarles is feeling it. 5 points, 72-64 Coyotes. Kagende, that one goes off Kagende, he gets it back, tries to spin, he does. That one tapped in from behind. Quarles on him, gets it over to Button. 8 on the shot clock for Button. Button, baseline, shot no good, and Batten will clear the rebound. 72-64, Batten long range 3, he got it! Batten from way downtown. And he has 11, and the Coyotes have come out flying here in this fourth quarter. They lead 75-64. Jaron Quarles, 5 in the quarter. He now has 26 to lead all scorers. Batten now has 11 after that big three-pointer. Falcons haven't scored yet in this final frame. 8:37 to go. Winner moves on to face Camosun. The loser will be heading home. .22 for Sargent, who started on the bench in this fourth quarter. But with the Coyotes scoring quickly, often, and 8 points here in this fourth quarter to open it up, Coach Cass Kannemeyer can't afford to keep him on the bench. Well, coming out of the timeout, the Falcons have Urgaz, Athaya, Sargent, Saul, and Kagunde. The Coyotes, Batten, Biden. Oh, Batten's on the bench, pardon me. It's Biden, Porter, Sivchuk, Corey, and Quarles. Saul, Athaya. Athaya is the guy that really needs to start to heat up, I think, for the Falcons. There's Kagende from downtown. And he has 16. 75-67 Coyotes now. Good looking play drawn up by the coaching staff of the Falcons coming out of that timeout. Here's Quarles working on Athaya. His jumper is good. Quarles comes out of the pile with his palms up like, you can't stop me. Such a big wingspan. Athaya from downtown, he got it. Luis Athaya able to answer his first bucket since the second quarter. He now has 11 at 77-70 Coyotes. Kagende all over Biden. Strong defense, Sargent over the double team. This one tapped away, went off Porter and out of bounds. Good defensive effort there by the Falcons. Kagende has been absolutely terrific on the defensive side. He'll bring the ball up now on the right side. And here's Sargent. Sargent picks up his dribble, almost lost the handle. Athaya has it. Athaya wants to drive to the hoop, but he traveled. But maybe a foul called before that on Corey. It is on Corey with the hack, but I tell you what, Athaya, I think he took 6 or 7 steps. And Batten will check back in. Batten will come in, Biden will have a seat. 77-70 Coyotes. And Athaya going to go to the free throw line. Misses his first one. Athaya, the fifth-year senior for the Falcons. He misses that one too. Porter all alone on the other end, and he'll lay it in. 13 now for Brandon Porter, and the lead back up to 9, 79-70. Urgaz thought about a 3, gets inside, kicks it back out to Saul. Saul drives baseline, puts the brakes on. Now he's stuck. Kagende in the corner. Urgaz has it locked. Oh. Gonna say his pocket picked, but Porter whistled with the foul. It's the second foul on Porter, second on the team. And Biden pops up from the bench. He wants back in. He will come in. Sivchuk. Athaya has it go off his hands and off a Coyote and out of bounds. See a heavy dose, I'm sure, of Sargent and Athaya the rest of the way here. Couple fifth-year seniors on the floor. And potentially their PACWEST game, final PACWEST game. Kagende for 3, no good. And Biden will clear the board, but Sargent with a steal, and he stepped on the out-of-bounds line. Now for the Falcons on this defensive stance, can you stop Quarles? Urgaz has him. Porter wants to drive baseline. Gets it to Corey. His shot is partially blocked by Saul. Back the other way. They have numbers. Here's Ergaz. He will lay it in. Ergaz gets a bucket. That's Biden driving baseline. They kick it to Batten. Batten from long range misses. Nice offensive rebound, but he throws it away, does Biden. 79-72 Coyotes. Sargent inside. Athaya was just waiting for it, and it's blocked by Quarles. Athaya must have felt like he's standing on the hoop forever. Finally got the pass, and by that time, Quarles had shifted over and made the block. Shivchek back in, and Porter will have a seat. As the Coyotes continue just to rotate their bench with Shivchek, Batten, and Porter. Here's Batten. Back the way offensively. Nice backdoor cut by Shivchek, and it just does go in. 12 for him. Athaya back the other way, and he's blocked by Corey. Now says he got him with the body, and Corey comes up lame on his right ankle. May have landed on an ankle, twisted his own. We'll see if he stays in or not. Says he's going to stay in. 81-72. Now Porter will check in, and now Corey will have a seat. He's walking a little bit better now. We'll see if he goes to the trainer's table or not. Going to keep weight on it as Athaya knocks down that free throw. One still to come. Second free throw is good as well as it rattles home. Falcons showing some pressure. Here's Batten. 81-74 Coyotes. Biden brings it across. Athaya on him. Now Porter with Sargent. Good defense there by Ergaz. They tried to get it into Quarles, but Ergaz stepped in front. And now a block call on Porter. That's his third. That's 4 fouls on the Coyotes. One more, and the Falcons will be in the bonus. Kagende, as Ergaz misses the stuff. And then Quarles tries to throw it off a body, go through his legs, but threw it into the women's team. So back to the Falcons with 14 on the shot clock. Ergaz leaped so far away from the hoop and then stuffed by the rim. It was a good effort, but I think he just jumped too far out of his range. Sargent, step back three. He got it. Royce Sargent from downtown has 25. And it's 81-77 Coyotes. Sargent jumps up. Shevchuk picks it up and gets it across the line. Now Quarles. Quarles with Ergaz on him. And Quarles gets bumped right at the end. Ergaz with a foul. It's a push. 81-77. The Falcons yelling at each other, trying to figure out who's got who. They get the ball into Porter. Porter hands it here to Shivchuk. 5 minutes to go. Shivchuk tried to take a bump for Athaya. Gets it to Porter, does Biden, and Porter will knock it in. 15 for Porter. Athaya down low. Athaya's shot no good. Tipped out. It'll be Batten. Batten comes back the other way with a lead, 83-77. Shivchuk. Shivchuk almost has it stolen. They double team him. And now a foul either by Sargent or by Ergaz. It's Ergaz with the foul. Now 3 fouls on the Falcons team. Now substitution. Corey wants to check back in. Good to see because he left with a sore ankle, at least what we thought was a sore ankle. Porter will sit down. Shivchuk trying to get the ball in. They get it to Corey. Shivchuk with a thigh on him. Shivchuk kicks it to Batten. Batten's hit out there from before. Inside, Corey doesn't get the shot to go. Tried to get his own rebound, went off a Falcon. 83-77, 4:20 to go, fourth quarter of this men's quarterfinal. Winner moves on. Biden finds Colray, but it goes off his fingertips. Quarles has it. Quarles in the corner working on Urguez. 10 on the shot clock. His jumper no good. Saul with the rebound hands it here to Sargent. Sargent with Batten on him. Sargent step back three, misses. And Simchek grabs the rebound. Simchek, that one's stolen. Kagende just knocks it up in front of himself, but Corey with a massive block. Back the other way, Biden will lay it in. 12 points for Biden after the humongous block by Corey. Urguez from downtown, no good, and Quarles will grab the rebound. 85-77 Coyotes. Back the other way, Quarles runs into Athaya, and he'll go to the free throw line. $85-77. Quarles on the line. He's been the best Coyote, but he's certainly had help. Simchek will sit down. Porter back in. Corey defensively has been outstanding with a big block moments ago. Biden's been good. Batten has been important. Quarles' first free throw is good. Quarles' second free throw, no good. And Athaya will clear the board. 29 for Quarles. 86-77. Athaya will knock it down from downtown. Batten will get the ball up to Biden. 86-80. Porter loses the handle. Corey will send it the other way, and Batten has it. A long pass by Corey. Batten from downtown misses. Biden with another offensive rebound. And he loses the handle. It went off Urguez, I believe. Biden with a big-time offensive rebound. The second-year player out of Regina. 86-80. Coyotes with the advantage. 2:55 to go. I have a sneaky suspicion this is going to come right down to the last possession. Porter will check out. Simchek checks in. Interesting strategy by the Coyotes, but it seems to be working, rotating those three guys. And then sometimes they take a Corey, but it's been Simchek, Batten, and Porter. They've been rotating in and out. And after the cleanup, finally I think we're ready to go. Biden will try to send it in somewhere. Biden finds Simchek. Simchek into the corner. Biden loses the handle on the deck, and here come the Falcons. Sargent from downtown. Sargent gets the three. 6 in the corner for Royce, and the lead now 3 by the Coyotes. This one tapped away by Sargent. Sargent right to the hoop, and will lay it in. Royce Sargent with 5 in the matter of seconds, and it's now 86-85, I believe. It doesn't say on the score sheet. The scoreboard still says 86-83. Not sure about that. Here's Sargent. Now they finally put the score up on the board. 86-85. Sargent was even yelling. He has it with 9 on the shot clock, working on Batten. He backs in, kicks it out. Here's Saul, 3 on the shot clock. Sargent left wide open, and he knocks it down. Royce Sargent has come alive here in the last 30 seconds or so. And the Falcons retake the lead, 88-86. 11 points for Sargent in the quarter. So where Quarles has 29, Sargent has 33. You might remember Sargent last year had 53 in a semifinal loss against the VIU Mariners. So $1:54 to go. Both teams with 4 team fouls. 88-86. Again, the winner moves on to face the Commotion Chargers tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock in a men's semifinal. The loser heads home The other men's semifinal will see the 5th-ranked Capilano Blues taking on the top-ranked VIU Mariners. Good timeout by Dino Gini here to try to take the rhythm away from Royce Sargent, who has 5 points in the last, I don't know, blink of an eye. Coyotes have the ball as they'll inbound after the 3 from Sargent. The Falcons will show some pressure. Here's the 5th-year senior working on the rookie. Batten gets it over to Biden. 12 on the shot clock for Biden. Back to Batten. He's hit from here before. 7 on the shot clock. Biden trying to find some space. Gets it into the corner for Biden. 1 on the shot clock. His shot did get off, but it doesn't drop. And Ergaz rips around the rebound. That's a big defensive stop there for the Falcons. Lead by 2, 88-86, Langara. Royce somehow wide open, but misses the lay-in. He had the lane, and he wants that one back as he looks at the basketball. 88-86, 1:14 to go in this quarterfinal. Don't you just love PACWEST playoff basketball? This is exciting. There's Biden, will kick it to Batten. I don't know with the game on the line like this if Batten's going to jack up a 3 from that range. Batten gets to the hoop and will lay it in. Now, time is called at some point, I'm not sure why, with the score tied at 88. They're going to put, I think, 59 seconds up on the board. They do. So the score tied at 88. Sivchek will check back in, and Porter will have a seat with 59 seconds to go. If you're the Falcons, do you get a quick shot right away? Doesn't look like they're in any hurry. Sargent will bring the ball up. Batten on him. On the right side, Sargent. Sargent step back 3, he got it! Royce Sargent from downtown, and it's 91-88. Biden. Kagande. Biden with a spin around jumper and knocks it in. Big bucket for Biden. The lead is 91-90, 30 seconds to go. Batten pokes it away from Sargent. .16 on the shot clock for the Falcons. 25 seconds on the game clock. Ergaz will send it in. Ergaz gets it to Sargent. He's had the hot hand in this quarter. Batten on him. Trying to batten down the hatches. Sargent with a nice move. Sargent to the hoop. Nice pass to Saul, who was cutting towards the hoop, but it went off a Falcon out of bounds. So 13.5 seconds to go. The Coyotes call a timeout. They're going to work a play for one final shot to try to win the game. .91-90. Sargent with a big three-pointer, but then Biden with a bigger basket on the way back down the floor. Laid it off the glass, contested shot. Biden up for the challenge and got it to go. So that's where we are here. The last time these two teams met, I believe they finished in a one-point advantage. It might finish the same way, except a little bit more on the line in this one. As the fans try to start the wave, now the women's team tried with their pots and pans and their mixing sticks, but unfortunately can't get it to go. All right, 13.5 seconds. The Coyotes will send up Quarles, who I would imagine will get the ball. Biden, Kore, Batten, and Sivchek. Athaya, Sargent, Kangende, Ergaz, and Saul. Those are the 10 players on the floor. 13.5 seconds to go. Here's Batten. Batten will drive. Batten will throw up a tough shot. It's bounced around. Saul has it. And Saul is fouled. An interesting call. Batten taking that shot. not even getting it in the hands of Quarles. What a tough shot for Batten too, as he drove the lane to the hoop. Saul will go to the free throw line. His first free throw, no good. That wasn't even close. It's a big shot here for Saul. And he knocks it down. The Coyotes not calling timeout. Batten almost double dribbled. Sivchek, the lead is 2 for the win. No! And the Langara Falcons advance with a 92-90 victory over the OC Coyotes. What a game here tonight in this quarterfinal. Sivchek got the shot off, but it wouldn't drop for him. And the Falcons will play the Camosun Chargers tomorrow at 3 o'clock in a semifinal. Both teams will shake hands. We'll have our players of the game. And then we will say goodbye here from Kelowna and day 1 of this PACWEST Provincial Basketball Championship. What a game by Quarles. What a game by Sargent. What a game by both teams. 92-90 is the final. Congratulations to the Langara Falcons. We'll step aside and we'll let the public address announcer take over as he announces players of the game. So long until tomorrow.
For your OC Coyotes, the player of the game is number 3, Jared Quarles. And for the Langara Falcons, the player of the game, number 3, Sargent. Don't forget, we tip off tomorrow morning at 12:30 a.m. for some more exciting playoff championship basketball for PACWEST. Drive safely, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Turn right to save 26 seconds.
At Domino's, we do everything so you get a hot, great tasting pizza every time. Domino's, pizza over everything.